that I did, both of fashion over the years and other drawings that I've done also. The prototypes of some of our models from this line for fall-winter 2010. The prototypes meaning the uncorrected prototypes, then at least a decent amount of our collection for fall-winter 2010. And then some other things that I've assembled over the years, photographs and different things. So quite a personal view of fashion.
Yeah, about your relationship with Prato and
Well, thankfully we have the gentleman on my left here who gave us the space at the museum and is helping us organize this. And Prato is where we work, out of Riccardo Rami's studio, and I'm there quite often. And we went to see the museum a few months ago. When was it? March, April, something like that. And looked at the space and have been sort of planning and organizing it since then. And hopefully it'll be nice. We'll see. Well, that was a book written by the gentleman just to your left. And I got it from Simone's book, and I just thought it was a really funny phrase that I liked very much. So, in terms of doing a collection, of course, having the job that I have and doing the work that I do is a big inspiration, because I work a decent amount in cinema and in theater, and in both of those fields you cover an enormous range of time periods, of eras, of epochs, of looks, of all the things that really are a huge influence on fashion. And that could be early 20th century Vienna, or it could be French, Italian, the American West, Portugal, anywhere. So to me it's a huge and ever-present and very useful influence. And the ability, in my case, also necessity, to travel a lot and see what people are wearing elsewhere is also a big influence. Well, Tuscany for a long time has obviously been one of the very most important centers of fashion, and because I do a collection, everything I could ever need or want is here. All the materials I need and the know-how to do it, and the talent to put it all together. So, and it's an area I like very much and like coming here. I heard good things about that movie, which doesn't surprise me a bit. I mean, I'm not sure why, because a couple of the examples I would use in very, very modern times are American, but it's something actually which isn't so native to America, say, Pasolini maybe would be a better example here. The idea that because someone writes poetry or writes essays or novels or political polemics, the idea then that that would mean they couldn't direct a film is quite a stupid idea. And over the last few years in America, we had Julian Schnabel, who I think has made 3 films as good as anyone, especially anyone starting out with absolutely no background in not only in that medium, but in any form of storytelling. He's a painter. He made 3 terrific films, and I thought the best one, at least that I saw of that year, was The Diving Bell and The Butterfly. And I'm sorry, I just didn't understand the title, but I just read something about Tom Ford's film the other day, which is meant to be quite good, and I will see it. No, I'm not remotely surprised by it. And funnily enough, in those 2 fields, say doing a line or doing a movie, they have a lot of similarities, and they have very similar difficulties and frustrations, and they have very similar dream components. Painting a little less so. It's something else, but anyone who does a film can tell you it's often incredibly frustrating. And anybody who does a line can tell you the same. David Lynch once said to me a long, long time ago, 25 years ago, that whenever he saw a film of his, after it was over, and even during it, he would say, "That's not what I meant." And I think that's quite a unifying line between those 2 fields. And it doesn't surprise me. Tom Ford is not a stupid person, so wouldn't surprise me that he'd choose to do something else and do it well. Yes, I will. In fact, I have my beard because I do some supplemental shooting on a film I did in May with Josh Brolin and Michael Fassbender and Megan Fox, called Jonah Hex, which I'll have about a week shooting at the end of January. I just finished a film called The Secretariat with Diane Lane, Josh's wife. And then I start a new film on February 2nd with Bruce Willis and Helen Mirren and Morgan Freeman. And then I'll do the opera that I did on the stage last year in Vienna, which will be all around Europe, and maybe at Ravenna and Ravello and Rome in July.